Well, hey there, gearheads. This is Let's Play Xenogears. On the last episode, we defeated a whole ship of Reapers and Wells. I don't know what the difference is between a Reaper and a Well. One comes from your soul and one contains water? No, I don't think that's it. But we're going back to the Ethos headquarters, because Billy needs to go there anyway. We figured we'd drop him off, because it's on our way if we gotta go back to Evet. And he says he has a gift for us, so... once again, I hope it's candy. This is... what happened here? Billy... are you alright? What happened? I don't know. Suddenly, I heard a gunshot. Hey, hang in there. Hey! It's no use. He can't survive with those wounds. Why did this happen? This is Father's shell casing. Damn it. Don't tell me he stormed into the Ethos headquarters in desperation. It's possible with him. Well, this is an unlikely turn of events. I'm assuming this means I'm not gonna get my present. Oh well. We gotta find out what the hell's going on. This is a bad scene. Especially considering these are, most of these guys are Atone, who are specialized in taking out monsters, so whoever did this was a crazy bastard. And clearly skilled. Ugh. Don't move. Who are you? There are still survivors. Looks like we're fighting whoever it is. Oh, they don't look hospitable. Oh god, Billy's injured. That's what I get for training. Okay, what do I do? Red Corsage! Now I'll bring the pain next round. Uh-oh. This is the move that does major damage when I'm in a gear. Hopefully it's not quite as effective. Ooh, Ellie. There we go! That's what you get for trying to use an ether attack against Ellie. Looks like we all have cursory damage. Let's fix that. Holy light, I summon thee! That's full health for everyone. 370? That's pretty amazing, actually. Stop? That's not good. Let's see. Power of fire! Incinerate these fools! Did decent damage, unfortunately was not enough to kill anyone. Uh-oh. Jeez, that's not good. Don't attack Billy. Attack anyone but Billy, and I will be happy. You would have been foolish to listen. I just wish that you did. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, that's right, and Bart is stopped. If they kill Ellie, it's game over. That means my next move needs to be this. This isn't a good start, by the way. My move also could have been to revive Bart, but I feel like, or Billy, but I feel like he just would have been taken out again. We're adequately defended, though. I think we got this. This isn't even really supposed to be that hard of a battle. I just, I shouldn't have wasted time charging up. I should have concentrated my fire and killed at least one of them before they started throwing nets and other crap. But whatever. I have a large amount of attack power. Let's not screw around and use my strongest technique, shall we? Didn't dodge it. That means imminent death. 500 damage. Yeah, you're gone. Ah. Come on, let me go. Let me go before them. No! Alright, if I can just hit with this, we might be okay. We hit. Haha! That's why Ellie, despite not having a large amount of physical attack, is still a pretty valuable character. Who are these guys? Why are they attacking the Ethos? Watch out, Billy. These guys are professional assassins. What? Then everyone... Come on, Billy. There has to be survivors. Let's go help them. Alright, we've gotten to the point where party members can be changed. The only one that you need in your party is Billy, so... Of course that means that party members that are optional are going to have more generic responses. But, yeah. I do like that when I had Bart in that last time that he mentioned that he was going to be a man of the sea, because that was at least like a really specific response to him, and not something generic. But I think I mentioned early on that one of my criticisms of this game is that they have interesting characters for their storyline, and then the characters generally fade into the background. For example, Rico's part is pretty much over. At no point in the rest of the story will he ever have an important role in the storyline except that he's in your party, which isn't really something you should do in an RPG. There should always be like some other type of development or just something, some way that they can uniquely contribute as far as I'm concerned. But whatever. Yet. I mean, they basically got your main characters and your side characters in this. And I think Billy might have an arc where he stops being all that important also, but I don't really remember. But we're still right in the midst of his arc, by the way. Now, his guns are interesting, like the two guns that he's shooting right now, because one of them has a wind element attack and one of them has a fire element attack, and that actually does affect things. Use my favorite move for Ellie. Ha! It's just because that backflip just looks so awesome. I gotta give it to the assassins also. They have a variety of attacks. Usually enemies only have like 2 attacks. They got at least 3 or 4. Let's try dynamic. Attack you with primary colors. Ha! Easy enough. I do kind of wish they had disabled random battles in this part, because it discourages me from searching. I actually happen to know there's nothing in this room, now that I think about it. There's another dead body up there on the rafters, but it's not like I can do anything with that. Let's see. Nothing in here. Wait. This is the cafeteria. Oh, the cook's still alive. Suddenly some men in black came and it killed everyone. I hurried in here a hit so they didn't find me. It's pretty messed up. Yeah, wow. This is a big bag of soup. This is all gonna go to waste. That's the real tragedy. I should probably be taking this a little bit more serious. Oh well. Let me see here. Yeah. Now let's just move on here. This room, anyone alive? That's the staircase. Let's try down here, that'd be interesting. Because this is where the hospital place is. Hello. What is all this about? Who are you? You're still pretending you don't know anything. You may be the leader of the Ethos, but you don't know when you're beaten. It's been exposed. Rebelling against us will cost you your life. Gah! The Puffif! Damn you! I feel like we could have prevented that. Oh well. Little late to worry about it now. You guys done? My turn! Astrada! Power of a pure sand pirate right in your veins. Finisher! Little annoying bastards. See how you like this one. That really is a big gun. It's like a 6-foot gun. Bright to sparkle! Nice damage. Ellie's no slouch in damage, to be honest. Blue Corsage. I don't know what that does. Whoa, the door isn't locked anymore. I feel like I want to explore a little bit more, though, because I'm pretty sure this is the direction I'm supposed to go. And there are a lot of other rooms. In fact, there's that bookcase that I thought was a secret passage. I gotta wonder if that's open now. What's happening? Those men in black are killing the Ethos people indiscriminately. Yeah. Well, at least you're alive. For now. And then I get stuck in a wall. Up. Cutting it out. I think I might just show the scripted battles as opposed to the random encounters, because otherwise it's going to be here forever, especially because I decided to go on a little exploring trip. Yep. Bam, bam, bam. Fully healed. Gotta love those Omni Cells. Save a lot of time. Just checking here. I think these are like random housing. No, this is the library. Everybody's dead, okay? Never mind. Oh, did I go backwards? I went backwards. Okay. So there's the 2 staircases. These are buildings I haven't gone to. Yeah, not building room. I haven't been in this room before. This. Oh, come on. I know there's a secret behind here. Oh, well. I'm sorry. That was... encounter rate way too high. Will send complaint. Me no happy. Oh, God. Purge. Purge! There we go. He's the type of straggler I've been looking for. Alright, full party again. Assassins in front. Mages in the back. Although I get they're assassins too. No more charging up. Let's kill this jerk. Rhythm shock. Yeah, feel the rhythm. Ha! Excellent. 1 hit. Let's try the Nutcracker. Those guys are mainly a threat because of their stupid nets that stop me from attacking. I really don't want to deal with that right now. Not enough. Oh, he's going for the death move. That's okay. It's not going to come to that. I'm going to kill him before that. Head Hunter. Heads or tails? Heads! Oh, I just used that. I was gonna use Screamer, and then I remembered that Screamer is a terrible ability and should be used by no one because it looks stupid. Ta-da! Give me level ups. I wonder what Blue Corsage does, though. I should find that out. Anyone alive? He moved a little bit. Interesting. Oh my god, this is different. Might as well show this. Let's see, Blue Corsage. Ooh, evasion and accuracy up. That's cool. Whoa! There were wordses. That's different. That was enough. His gun really does do a lot of damage. Keep your hands to yourself, boys. Ugh, they never listen. So these are wells. And this, my friend, is wind. I was really hoping that would kill them. Oh well. Can't always get what you want, I suppose. Also not enough to kill him, let's say here. Actually, let's aim at the bottom one and just shoot him with this. More than enough damage. Couldn't have done that much damage with a death blow, really. I wonder, what is with Billy's defense? Does he have really crappy defense? Is it because he's the archer class? I wouldn't think, though, because Ellie's a mage, and she's not doing all that great. Or she's doing excellently, actually. She's only taking 1 point of damage. Meanwhile, we got Billy here taking heaps of damage. Oh, I missed. Is that enough, though? Yes, it was enough anyway. Even though I missed. Excellent. That's what I like to say. Apparently I was anti-death blow that round. So wait a second, there are freaking Reapers inside of the Ethos headquarters also? That's crazy. That is balls to the walls crazy. Ooh! It's open. I was hoping there'd be something like this. Bishop! Are you alright? Oh. Billy. You're safe. The purge has begun. We sinners have brought God's judgment on mankind. God's judgment? What do you mean, Bishop? He's gone. What was he trying to tell me? Purge? I wonder what he meant. And now you know why I wanted to explore. I was hoping for something like this. I practiced this part a little bit, but for the most part I have no idea what's going on. They're suggesting that the Ethos has done something really wrong and deserves this, it looks like. But I don't know what that could be. This staircase. Where am I? Am I in a different sector, or am I in that sector with the hospital? I can't tell. I think I'm in a wholly different sector. There's just staircases everywhere. I don't know where they all lead to. I guess I'll go up this one. It was interesting. I was actually fighting with Billy before I came here. Like, fighting as Billy. Ooh, the staircase moved aside. Oh my god! I'm so glad I explored. Or am I? Okay, that's not all that great. Seal armor? It's armor that protects you against the music of Seal. But I like Seal. At least that one song. That one song that everyone knows. Seal damage down 50%. Okay, that's pretty much what I thought it would be. So it's for gears. Alright, I'm gonna explore a little bit more. Because, damn. Screw it. I'm showing this for no reason. No reason. Apparently, these guys are weak against fire. So if I get lucky here, then I can do what I was trying to do that first time, but it just didn't work out. Point blank. There's not even any point in using death blows when you have Billy, though, against these guys. His regular guns do damage. But yeah, I was fighting with Billy against 2 gears, and his guns, for some reason, were doing stupidly large amount of damage against gears, like the middle guns, the shotguns. Let's see. Thermo Dragon. Please don't miss. Didn't miss. Bye. So, like, I actually left him out of his gear for a while because he was just doing so much damage. Like, he was doing more damage than, like, a level 3 death blow to the gears. It made no sense, but it was kind of amazing. Hit. I guess my guns were made specific to fight gigantic evil monsters and robots. What the hell happened? Did I magically warp up the stairs? Looks like I magically warped up the stairs. Alright, so I didn't check this one. This could have another juicy treasure chest in it. Oh dear. Or it could have a million more random encounters. That could be fun also. Something's over there. It's impossible to get through like the... Oh, I'm behind a bookcase. Alright, enough of this. Enough of this treasure lust. There's never enough treasure lust. This is... Okay, I know where I am now. That's the doctor's office. And this is an area that I haven't been before. I think for these guys, I'm going to use... Get the hell out of here. That's an option too, but I still had to waste a lot of time. Whatever. Sally forth! Which way? Eeny, meeny, miny, this way. Yeah. And I am at some type of elevator. Going down. Going down. There was more to explore. I'm getting impatient, however. Hopefully I won't be missing any type of amazing weapon or something. Special ammo. That's the only thing I would care about at this point. I mean, I guess a really nice chunk of armor might be nice. What is up with you, Billy? Why are you taking so much damage, by the way? Let's see. Defense. Oh, it's just because he has lower defense. And Ellie has ridiculously high defense. Wait, there's got to be... Oh, there's nothing I can do about it. Except for this. I can get rid of this. Stamina ring, you say. And look at this. A helmet's better than the stamina. What is the purpose of a stamina ring? I guess it's if you have a helmet and a vest and you want more defense. I guess that's the only reason you'd use a stamina ring. You wouldn't use it if you didn't already have a helmet. So that should help him a little bit. Thing is, they've created this tense situation here. There's assassins everywhere, but I think it's kind of undermined by the random encounters. I mean, it's just too much. Judging from our position, this room is right underneath the cathedral, which could mean that this is the Ethos databank? The Ethos databank? Oh, old buddy's here. I am sure of it. This has to be the Ethos databank. This databank holds all information concerning the Ethos. From the past to the present, everything. This facility is strictly off-limits to us. Only the Bishop class can ever enter this area. Yeah, but even then, this place is damn well equipped. Look at it! I'll say, a facility of this magnitude would even be hard to find in Solaris. Why would the Ethos have such a setup? Wait a minute. This is Solaris equipment. So, Solaris? Don't be so surprised. No matter how vast the world is, such advanced equipment could only come from Solaris. The Ethos have been assaulted by someone. And in the basement, we find a Solaris facility. The plot thickens. What's going on here? What is this place? Hey, Billy, you know anything about this? Don't ask me. How would I know? This is my first time here. Then let's investigate. Satan, what is that being displayed there? It looks like some kind of transmission record from somewhere. We might be able to find some clues here. Wait one moment. Alright, now I'm able to transmit the main displays. Oh god. Looks like a whole bunch of things have happened here. Bishop Shakan? What? Due to the intervention of an uncertain factor, correction is needed. Progress of the operation is declined by 33%. What the heck is this? Why is Ethos looking into this kind of stuff? On top of that, Shakan's a bishop? Wasn't he excommunicated from the Ethos 17 years ago? That can't be the case if he's been regularly sending reports. Look here! The destination of all the resources collected by the Ethos through trade with each area. All of the resources are being sent back to the Solaris homeland. But why would the Ethos be sending supplies to Solaris? I don't know. This is in the Solarian language, but it's been encoded. Hold on. What is this? Come on, hurry up! Hold on! It's hard to translate this stuff. Lambs, Great War, Collapse, Re-education. Postpone rehab plan based on schedule for building gate foundations. Lambs, 4-2 and Ignis to Aquavi to be uniformly distributed. Put into practice. Ethos established as an organization. Supervision by elders. Conference. Supervision by Gazelle? The Ethos is... Huh? It's all a front! The Ethos is really a subsidiary organization of Solaris. So, what does that all mean? In short, it's like this. 500 years ago, there was a great war that occurred between Solaris and the Land Dwellers. It's not clear what the outcome was, but after the war, Solaris feared another Land Dweller revolt. So Solaris built a gate, or barrier, that separates Solaris' land from the rest of the world's land. The Land Dwellers who lived within the gate were made to dwell as a separate race, and were thus supervised. To carry out the actual supervision, Solaris established the Ethos. So the Ethos is actually controlled by the Gazelle Ministry, or Solaris' highest governmental body. So yes, the Ethos is really a front, or a subsidiary organization working for Solaris. Excavation findings, goods, the natural resources from the surface are transported to Solaris by the Ethos. This also includes human resources, or people used as manual labor and so on. Basically, this here is the window between the planet's surface and Solaris up there in the sky above. According to these records, there's been an enormous amount of goods and people transferred to Solaris. So, the Ethos have been manipulating us, eh? Anything else? The rest is mainly about population distribution excavation records. The amount of detailed information about races and their biological data kind of concerns me, though. Here is a relatively recent record. It also indicates that a large amount of people have been sent to Solaris. The majority of them were people that came from Ethos seeking help or spiritual salvation. This can't be. I've heard nothing of the sort. So what happened to all the people that you've seen coming here for help? They became Atones, like me. Surely not all of them. What happened to the ones that didn't become Etones? Well, It's all becoming clear, eh? How about it, Ellie? There are facilities in Solaris accommodating surface dwellers. I know. The third-class citizen level. Each Earth dweller of various races are regularly sent there as manual labor. So this is the source of their labor supply. But that's impossible. How could that be? Even if that were the case, who would kill all the people of the Ethos and why? This could be your answer. What? The 44th Salvage Plan. The 44th Salvage Plan? Isn't that what the captain of the Thames was talking about? This is the only plan that is not linked to Solaris. It must have been initiated by the Ethos itself, a completely independent project. It was commenced about 19 years ago. Allow me to display the data. Completed investigation of the Zimba... I'm not going to read this, it's going too slow. So, from this, it appears that under Aquavi lies an ultra-ancient civilization. They've been doing a huge number of test digs to obtain a vast quantity of resources from the ruins. Biological weapons? Reactive weapons? I see. So this must have been their intention. My assessment of the circumstances is that the Ethos is attempting to break away from Solaris. And once free from its master, it will likely attempt to dominate the world on its own. Attempting to break away? And attempt world domination? That's an incredible plan. Yes, but the real intentions of the Ethos is quite obvious. The fact that they are not reporting the results, let alone the site's very existence, gives it away. The Ethos is planning a revolt by monopolizing the ultra-advanced civilization's resources. Actually, such rebellions have been quite common. So do you think Solaris is responsible for the attack on the Ethos? Yes, that's probably it. Shall we move along? There could be more for us to find yet. The Ethos, my faith. Hey, Billy! How long are you planning on being like that? Get a hold of yourself. This is all just speculation based on circumstantial evidence. It would be best for you to confirm what is true with your own eyes. While I was checking the database, I found something out. There seems to be a person from Chevette being held here in the Ethos. We're going further on. Satan and Rico, can you please rescue and accompany that Chevetite to the Yggdrasil? I was kind of hoping they'd let me pick party members again, but it looks like not. Okay. No save point? That's unfortunate. I guess there's nothing else I can check here. Pretty crazy stuff. I didn't remember any of this. I still can't believe it. The Ethos was that dubious organization. What was it that I believed in all of this time? Isn't that the very reason why I told you back then that you belong with us? You're defiled, Billy. You left the Ethos and kept the company with the dregs that have no faith at all. You lost sight of what it means and have become defiled. I didn't expect it out of you. You who used to live only by your faith. You should have remained like us. But fear not, Billy. We shall cleanse you. You'll live with me. You will become one with me in death. What? You! Father, how could you do that? What are you getting frustrated about, boy? It was a stun bullet. He's just taking a nap. You should have been able to tell that by the sound. Besides, these murderers are not from the Ethos. Look. That symbol. Yeah, that's right. They're agents from Solaris. Probably an assassination under Stone's command. I got word that they were exterminating all Ethos members. So I hurried here, but I was too late. All Ethos affiliates have already been killed, except those on some type of salvage mission. You claim Valarian and his men are an assassination unit for the Bishop? How could you even say such blasphemy? That's right. We are servants of the Bishop. Our mission is to hand out judgment to the fallen priests and sinners in order to make them repent. Is that true, Valarian? But why people from the Ethos? The Prophet and his brethren deserve to die. They allowed greed to tempt them into abandoning their duties for the Ethos to pursue world domination. They passed their own death sentences when they allowed such desires to overtake them. And that's not all. Saving orphans and refugees? That may seem like works of mercy. Or the little boys and girls kept there were actually used as means to satisfy the desires of the prophets and the bishops. Indulging selfish desires. This is not conduct befitting priests. Such defiled leaven have no right to speak for God. This is why we set out in this purification work. They must atone for their sins. These are the bishop's orders. Even if that were true, you have no right to punish others. Judgment belongs to God. That is what we were taught, was it not? God? Where does such a being exist? You should know by now how the Ethos came about. It was an organization created by Solaris eons ago, solely for the purpose of managing ignorant humans. Its doctrines are just descriptions designed to control the masses. The Ethos used two sweet fruits of faith and technology well to skillfully manipulate global affairs and people's zeal. Thus, they maintained the ignorant masses to repeatedly continue their pointless wars. Eventually, battle data on men and weapons gleaned from these wars were sent to Solaris itself and analyzed to aid them in ruling the entire planet. These intentionally perpetuated wars caused such psychological discord. But faith in God's salvation was used as a cushion to soften the blow. It was a well-thought-out system, but the choice of managers was extremely poor. Or did you think that acting like part of a faithful servant of God would someday yield the answer from a great God somewhere? Can't you see that such a divine being never existed from the beginning? And you don't seem to realize this. But you yourself were passing judgment on sinners just as much as we were. I've been passing judgment? That's right. Daily you've been dirtying your hands as an accomplice. Are you trying to take away my ultimate pleasure? Ugh! Valerian, hang in there. Billy. Ugh. Valerian! Valerian. A good-for-nothing chatterbox as you has no right to live. Bishop, why? What in heavens were you trying to accomplish? I am an Inquisitor sent to Earth from Solaris. An Inquisitor? The status of Bishop is merely a convenient for my activities on Earth. The Ethos was created as a Solaris sub-organization and given the task of managing the Earth dwellers. But over the years, the Ethos started to send up convenient doctrines for itself. It then went on to gather the ignorant masses and created a god for them to believe in. Then, the Ethos even went so far as to separate from its creators, the Solaris. So Solaris had no choice but to eliminate all those who would defy our rules and raise the flag of rebellion. The ones prepared as eliminators were the Atones, the Atoners. The organization I established within the Ethos had two purposes. On the surface, their aims were to eliminate the Reapers, or Wells, that ran rampant on the Earth. But that's not their only purpose. Behind the scenes, we also had selected men like Valerian. They were responsible for observing and eliminated any corrupt people within the Ethos. You didn't have a chance to learn this since you left the Ethos so early. Or actually, I just never told you. There was another role I wanted you to perform. Another role? Billy, there are certain things in the world that you're happier not knowing. Even lies and deception become truth for some people on Earth. Particularly those not knowing the true nature of things, or how the system works. In fact, the God and face system set up by the Ethos were kind of a truth in itself, were they not? Tell me, what other role were you talking about? What did Valerian mean when he spoke about judgment? You want to know? But you can't bear the full weight of the truth. Billy, if you can bear that weight, then I'm willing to tell you. You believed that you were saving wandering souls, didn't you? That's why you carried out your cleansing of the Reapers, Wells, from the Earth, right? In fact, it was all just another control system put in place by Solaris. But what's more, your saving work, that very activity that you actually so believed in, was in reality. You're talking too much nonsense. Father, you haven't changed at all since then. Have you, Sten? Sten? That's a name I haven't been called in a long time. Hearing that name vividly brings back a present twitch of pain to the scars of this body. You know what I mean, Josiah. Your brain still ain't working right. Answer me. Why do you have such a roundabout way of doing things? It's not worth my breath answering. Just consider it my reward in life. Of course, that includes watching your agonizing death. I could succumb to desire and slice up your body here and now and drag out your innards. But I can't do that now. I have matters to attend to elsewhere. That duty comes before any pleasure I could have with you here. I haven't any more time to waste. I won't let you go that easily, Stan. I can't be bothered with insignificant wretches like you. Until next time. And as a parting gift, I'll have these men entertain you. Bishop Stone. Well then, excuse me. Oh, and Billy, if you have something you wish to discuss, come and see me later. I'll be waiting. Oh my god, is Jesai gonna fight with us? Of course not, but that would have been really cool. Oh, crazy stuff. I'm really glad that my concentration is high enough to read all this because, good God, this would have been nigh impossible if I was in certain states of mind. This episode is going on really long, but they're not giving me any place to stop, so let's break out everybody's strongest move and see what happens. This would be Bracer for you. That would be Nutcrack for you. I'm trying to one-shot all these guys. Shooting someone once doesn't work. Shoot them a whole bunch of times. Bright Spark. We killed them so quick, maybe we can catch up with Bishop Stone. Somehow I doubt it, though. Sten, you aren't going anywhere! Oh, jeez. Yoink. That's just where I came from, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, ending the episode here. I have no idea where the next save point is. So, I don't want to go through that door. It could be another, 20-minute explanation for all I know. So I'm sorry to end it on kind of a cliffhanger, but I at least finished the immediate exposition. Next episode, we're going to go through that door and see if we can catch the bishop. If not, damn. I don't know what our next move is, but crazy stuff has just been revealed. Anyway, I am CrossKnights, and I hope to see you then.